Let's keep in mind at this time that the views of the third option do not necessarily reflect the views of WBIM or the institution of Bridgewater State College. Yes, yeah, and we can all, yeah. Oh, that's right. It's all written by. Good afternoon, Bridgewater State. This is DJ Graeme, and I am live on WBIM FM in Bridgewater. Now, for those of you who think, hey, this guy sounds a little familiar, I think I might know him. Well, it's possible, but that would be a long time ago, because the last time this voice was on this air and this electricity was flowing through these headphones was in May of 1998. And what a pleasure it is to be back. And on a Friday evening, I don't have to remind you to get your textbooks. I don't have to remind you to get to class. I just have to remind you to have a wonderful weekend and have a ton of fun. I'm in the studio with my very good friend, David Robi, who's Assistant Vice President here at Bridgewater State University. What should we call you? DJ Robi Rocks? You must have had a name when you were on.
DJ Robi Kenobi.
Oh. The force is with him, and so the force is with me. Now, speaking of forces, we're going to play some great music. We're going to have a little chit-chat. We're going to have all kinds of things going on here at the studio. So stay tuned, my friends. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to attempt to use the vinyl, the turntable. Now, this is pretty cool because I am actually using my son, his name is Justin, and he has a record collection. It's actually a little bit of mine, a little bit of his. And I'm going to play a record that actually I gave to him, but it's a song that my brother gave to me off of Little Feat's Waiting for Columbus. We're going to start off with Join the Band and go right into Fat Man in the Bathtub. So give me a second. Let me see if I can make this work. I got to switch over. I think Doc is behind me. I'm going to go into B here. And we should get it to come up here in just a second. Vinyl's tipping over. Now, Justin was on the radio earlier today at Fitchburg State University, and now I'm on the radio here at Bridgewater State University. Two great guys, just at two different stations. So here we go. We're going to join the band, and we're going to see if I can get this to work. Band together. God, how good was that? So thank you, Jay. Thank you for showing me that album. Thank you, Justin, for reinvigorating my love of being on the radio. Thank you, Carrie, for giving me the chance to come on down here. And thank you for Connor for just, well, quite frankly, being awesome. And here we are back with DJ, what was it again? Robi Kenobi. I love that. Is the Force with you?
The Force was with us back here in the late 70s or early 80s.
So that's your era. You were here in 70s and 80s?
Yes, and you're a youngster.
I am quite young. I was only here in the early to mid 90s. So, well, let's just go with mid. I like pushing it even further out.
So when we were here, the studio was on the top floor of the RSU, and now it's on the bottom floor, surrounded by windows, and people can actually see us.
They can actually see us. And what's really cool is just a couple of months ago, you gave me the opportunity of coming down here and exploring the old studio, which I was so pleased to see is still there. And what's crazy is the soundboard that I used is the same soundboard that's sitting there. And today I'm wearing the headphones that I used to wear when I was on the air. And the last time these things had any sound running through them was one of the last shows I did here at WBIM.
Spectacular.
What a treat it is. I didn't even think they were going to work, and they work beautifully. They look a little older, kind of like me. They've lost a little weight, kind of like me, but we're doing okay.
So what are you going to play next, man?
Okay, coming up next is a song called Born of Frustration by a band named James. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know this band beyond this song. I like this song. Why am I playing this song after playing Little Feat? This is a song that a friend of mine named Dennis Monagle. Now, Dennis and I had a show here on WBIM called Naked Again with Dennis and Graeme.
Whoa.
And Dennis played this show one day, or played this song one day, and I just loved it. So I'm going to go ahead and cue it up. Once again, we're going to see if we're doing this right. And if we are, you're about to hear a pretty cool song. And we'll be back in a minute here on BIM, Bridgewater State University. This is so awesome. Mic's on. Oh, that's a great tune. I just love that one. All right, coming up next, I'm going to play the Edgar Winter Group. I'm going to play Frankenstein. And the reason I'm playing Frankenstein is because this is another one of those songs that I would play to open up a show. Only this show, we used to open up there were two shows. Space Boy Radio, which was a morning show that I had, which was actually the first show given to me. Boy, did they take a chance on me, and I got into it and loved it. But it also was a song that we played to open up a show later on called The Third Option, which was a talk show that I did with my friend Chris Dancero. And every once in a while we would use this song. And it's not just that it's a good song, it's that it gave us time to get ready and it gave us time to have a little bit of fun, because what we did wasn't a music show, it was a talk show. And man, you gotta be in a headspace to do that. Am I right, Robi?
Yes.
If you're gonna be talking and chit-chatting and asking questions and taking calls live on the air and playing promos and doing all kinds of things here on WBIM FM 91.5 in downtown Metropolitan Bridgewater, you need to have your act together. So, ladies and gentlemen, you, wherever you are, at your house, in your dorm room, in your car, in an airplane, I don't know what you may be doing. You could be anywhere, you could be nowhere, you could be half across the world, because now we almost all stream over the internet, which is another thing that was impossible when I was younger. Get yourself in that right frame of mind. It's Friday. This is Frankenstein. Let's roll. Wow! Oh yeah, that's a good one. So let's see. The next one is from DJ Robi, Ben Kenobi here. You wanted to hear a little bit of Quiet Riot. What do we got coming on here?
The year was 1983.
Oh yeah.
MTV ruled the airwaves.
And actually played music.
And when this song would come on someone's boombox on campus or on the speakers in the dorm,
tell me more.
Crank it.
Yeah,
D.
baby.
Snyder. Never seen anything like him. Come on, feel the noise, baby.
Yeah. Hey, Robot, are you tuned into WBIM? You should be listening. Oh no, there's more of them.
Okay,
There's an army of them.
Do you ever think robots would be delivering meals to the dorms?
No, I did not.
I can't believe we're alive for this.
I know. How are we still alive? And still on the air. Oh, I got a good one coming up next, a live version of Hard to Handle. You're going to love this. Let's see if we can't figure this out. Oh, that's just so good. You gotta love it. All right. So I've given a couple of shout outs to my family. I also want to give a shout out to my dear old mom and dad, who I think are actually listening. Ooh. I don't know if I think they're in Northampton. Sometimes they're in Northampton, sometimes they're in Plymouth. It's hard to say where they are, but I'm pretty sure they're in Northampton right now. So I just want to give a shout out. I wouldn't be here at Bridgewater State if it wasn't for my father, who was principal of Northampton High School, who introduced me to Marilyn Tracy, who was a teacher at Northampton High School. Marilyn Tracy went to Bridgewater State, and she said, you know what? I think that'd be a great school for you. And I said, you know what? I want to learn more about this school. And I was accepted at some other schools, UMass, Marist, a few others, I think, if I remember correctly. Remembering's kind of hard for me. But from what I remember, I came here and I just fell in love with it, man. The energy, the buildings, the people, the opportunity to do what I'm doing right now. I got a degree in communications, and I have used it ever since. I've used it for a 25-year career here in marketing. I am now an events producer at WBIM. Okay, maybe that's a little bit like Dream State, right?
Yeah. IBM might be listening.
Somewhere my
I think it's crazy that you work for IBM.
I do.
And you used to work for WBIM.
Yeah. Hey, I never thought of that.
I texted you that once.
Oh, you probably did text me. But again, we're back to this subject of things being hard for me to remember. Okay.
Now, what are you doing? You're queuing up a song on your iPod?
I'm queuing up a song. I just had it here too. It was
an iPhone. What do you have? Like a Galaxy or something?
I don't know what it is. It's
Android.
I'm old now, man. I'm just like I don't know. It's a jitterbug from, some wireless company. No, it's an Android. Okay.
What are you playing?
So next up, I used to play Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes when I was on WBIM. I love that song. Great song, great album. Shake Your Moneymaker. Can't go wrong with any track on there. So, oh, by the way, Justin, if you happen to be listening, make sure you get that on vinyl. But a couple of years ago, I discovered a live version of Hard to Handle that is irresistibly good. So folks, I highly recommend you get this copy of Hard to Handle. You won't believe how good it is. And what's really cool is if you look around, you can find an actual video of the concert on the YouTubes, as us old people say. So here we go. Here is a live version of the Black Crowes' Hard to Handle. Let's have ourselves some fun.
Awesome. How much does Kenzie rock?
Hello, Ramsey. Are you there?
I'm here, Chipper.
Oh, yes, I'm Chipper. Hello, Ramsey. How are you?
Bloody good, bloody well.
Are you enjoying this rock and roll?
At this college, of university.
Oh, yes. I don't know how these kids get away with it these days. Back in my day, it was all Kingston Trio and safe music. Now it's all this rock and roll and punk.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, I say, Ramsey. Rubbish.
What about playing some rubbish?
Should we play some rubbish?
Play some rubbish. The year would be 1979.
Oh, my goodness.
Well past the British invasion.
Oh,
don't you
yes,
know?
yes.
And The Clash
took
over the US of A with a powerful album and a powerful song.
Yes, we don't need that bloody Beatlemania. Let's go to London for London Calling!
Ah!
If it'll actually play. There it is! Chipper! Ramsey! We'll be back.
Bloody good job.
Oh, bloody good. Oh, Ramsey, that was just so ridiculous, this music these kids listen to these days, I tell you.
Yet I could feel it in my loins.
Okay, so I think your accent changed. Personally, I think these accents are terrible.
They're bad, yeah.
But do you think anybody noticed? Or do you think they were like, wow, where did these British guys come from?
We just got a text from the British Embassy in Boston.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're horrified.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't want to take us back
We're
into
done.
the fold of the United Kingdom. Fair enough. All right, this next song coming up is another one that I used to love to play. It is called Low. It's by a band named Cracker. And just, oh man, enjoy the tunes. I don't know if you can tell. We're having a lot of fun here. I hope you are too. Welcome back to WBIM FM here in Bridgewater. This is 91.5. You are live with DJ Graeme, who was last here in 98, and DJ Robi Ben Kenobi.
No, Robi won Kenobi. You
Robi
called me
won.
Ben, though. You promoted me to Ben last
I
time.
did.
That's fine.
I can't even get my
good with
name
either
straight.
one, man. I'm good with either one.
You know, I'm more kind of more of a Star Trek guy than a Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll take me a little Rogue One any day of the week. All right, what are we playing next?
All right, we're going to go back to 1979.
Holy cow.
It was my freshman year. I
Oh,
have
my goodness.
vivid memories of this. The
remember
albums would arrive from the album companies, and we busted out Thriller from Michael Jackson. We had no idea. They weren't really playing the three big songs from that yet. But when we heard the beginning of Beat It with the Eddie Van Halen riff, that was it. That was it, man.
So it was your freshman year? I didn't know they played Michael Jackson in 1938. Oh! Can't go wrong with a little Michael Jackson there. That was pretty good. All right, this next one, I'm gonna get my sexy voice on here. This next one's going out to my lovely lady Carrie, who is currently running for Ward 5 City Council in Leominster, Massachusetts.
Ooh,
She's
a
probably out there
political
campaigning
promo.
right now, hitting the streets, meeting great people, doing really cool things, or she's probably busy with all of her other important work. But nevertheless, Carrie dear, you and I have a shared love for Van Halen, so I had to play at least one song for you, and well, this one's pretty appropriate.
Very romantic.
We're over here chit-chatting and I'm not paying attention, and we completely missed our opportunity to come back. All right, look, my hour is almost up here. Our hour, excuse me. I am here with the Force Master here. What an honor this has been. I can't tell you how excited I was when you were like, you texted me one night, and I'm like down in the dumps after the 9/11 floods in Leominster, and I'm just having this tough time, and you reached out and you were like, hey man, you want to go on the air? And how many years have I been asking you to have an opportunity to do this?
5.
Here, yeah, 5, 10, 30, I don't know, only 5. But here we are. All right, I'm going to play 2 more songs. I'm going to play a little Eurythmics, and then I'm going to finish off with something that was probably played on the radio at another station earlier today. And if you're my son and you're out there, you'll know what I mean. So stay tuned. Let's have a little Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Oh, apparently I've picked a crazy remix. Let's roll with it.
Oh, like a disco remix?
Yeah, apparently. Oh man, Annie, it's so good, but I don't know, I wasn't expecting that wild remix. I thought it was pretty good. Now listen, I can't go on the air here on WBIM FM in Bridgewater without doing at least one public service announcement. Would you agree with that, David? Yeah, I think so too. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read this PSA. Have you been thinking about the gifts you will be getting for the holidays? Why not adopt yourself the perfect gift? Even better, how about a gift that your whole family will enjoy? Northeast Animal Shelter has big dogs, like rescued greyhounds. There's one. Small dogs for your lap. Can you do a small dog sound? Okay, that works. Lovable puppies. Brown dogs with floppy ears. White dogs with black spots. Mutts. Pure breeds, oh yes, we're so hoity-toity, and even a few golden retrievers, but they will all have one thing in common. They want to be adopted and loved by you. Loved by you, by you. Northeast Animal Shelter also has dozens of adult cats, you have to do cats now, and adorable kittens. Meow, 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 meow. Adopting one of these, you have no future in sound effects. Adopting one of these rescued pets is truly a gift of love and is sure to bring your entire family a loving companion for years to come. For more information, call 978. Hey, 978, that's where I live. 978-745-9888. That number again is 978-745-9888. This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Northeast Animal Shelter and 91.5. What are we? 91 point. That's right, WBIM. I remember now. Okay, we're gonna play one more song, and I'm gonna play this because here's what's really cool about this. This song was played earlier today by my son on his radio show, and so I'm gonna finish off with "Take the Long Way Home" by Supertramp. And let me tell you, I'm going to take the long way home from Bridgewater to Leominster, and I'm going to think about this past hour, and I'm going to reminisce on all the years that we played here, and I'm going to think about all the fun and all the friends and all the great memories and all the cool things I did at Bridgewater State. It was college then, it's university now. So here we go. This is "Take the Long Way Home" by Supertramp, and for wherever you are, whatever you're doing, wherever you may be, think about all those great things you've done, all the fun you've had, and all the friends you've made along the way, because hey, that's what it's all about. And then take the long way home.
Wow, man. That was awesome. You gotta figure out a way to do this for real, man. Like for real. You know what I mean?